A woman smiled at you recently, but her heart whispered betrayal. She's not who she pretends. This is not mere coincidence. This is a moment of divine urgency that you cannot overlook. This is not just another scroll in your day. This is a direct message from the Lord your God, crafted with care and surrounded by the voices of angels, safeguarded by the flame of truth. This message is not for the curious or the bystanders. It is meant solely for you. I implore you, do not dismiss it, do not scroll past it, and do not convince yourself that it is insignificant. This is the truth you were meant to hear at this very moment, the warning you sought in silence when no one else knew of your fears. You must prepare yourself, for this is not about instilling fear. It is about revelation. It is about opening your eyes before it is too late, about unveiling what others have tried to conceal. I, the Lord, will no longer remain silent, for there is a woman in your life here dressed in red who poses a greater threat than you have allowed yourself to acknowledge. You have seen her. You have sensed the strange silence that envelops you when she enters the room, the weight that presses upon your chest, the confusion that scatters your thoughts, and the tremor in your confidence. You have told yourself it is merely coincidence. You have tried to be kind, to rationalize her presence, but listen to me now. I did not grant you discernment for mere decoration. I bestowed it upon you for your protection. Today, I must reveal what others will not. She has forged a pact, a spiritual agreement, and it is not in your favor. This is not about her appearance, her beauty, or any judgment. It is about a presence, a spirit, a deception that flows through her like a silent storm. She is not what she appears to be. Her smile is a mask, her silence a trap, and her kindness a manipulation. She has chosen to align herself with darkness, making vows in secret against you. She carries something unholy, targeting your heart, your path, and your promise. I have witnessed her whisper your name in spaces where you were not welcome. I have seen her attempt to mimic your light, and I have heard the lies she has sown and the accusations she has stirred. She covets what you possess. She envies the blessings I have placed in your life. Instead of humbling herself and turning to me, she has resorted to rituals, shadows, and dark altars. She believes you are unaware, that your kindness blinds you to her true nature, but I have sent angels to open your eyes. Archangel Michael stands guard near you. You have felt his presence in moments of sudden interruption, in that dream you could not explain, and in the day you lost something valuable yet gained an inexplicable peace. That was my hand, halting her reach, thwarting her plans, and reversing her strategies. But now, the time for partial vision has ended. You must see clearly. You must grasp the gravity of what is unfolding. This woman in red is more than an adversary. She is a reflection of what you might have become had you succumbed to bitterness. She carries unresolved pain disguised as power, charm masked as light, but within her lies brokenness and danger. Brokenness without surrender leads to destruction. She does not merely wish to disrupt your life. She seeks to replace you. What she fails to comprehend is that you cannot destroy what I have sealed. She has been observing you longer than you realize, studying your movements, your influence, and your favor. She believes it is something you do, but it is not. It is who you are. It is the anointing I have placed upon you, the oil that flows from your obedience, the favor that cannot be replicated, no matter how hard she tries. Now, she is escalating her pact. It is not merely symbolic, it is spiritual. She has allied herself with someone who operates in manipulation, and together they have whispered words into the atmosphere, words meant to confuse your thoughts, delay your steps, and entangle your relationships. But they have forgotten who I am and what occurs when I speak. Today, I declare, this woman, yes, the one in red, carries envy in her shadow. If you do not heed this message, she will draw closer, and not through direct confrontation, but through subtle access, through information, through false comfort, and through broken boundaries. You have already given her too much. You have been too gracious, allowing her to observe, linger, and listen. But no more. I command you now, sever the ties. She will not appreciate it. She may feign innocence, even shed tears. But I do not concern myself with appearances. I see hearts, and her heart has grown dark. I extended grace to her. I sent others to correct her, but she has hardened her heart and chosen to become an agent of confusion. Her hands are not clean, her motives are not pure, and the moment you remove her from your life, everything around you will begin to clear. You will feel it in the atmosphere. You will notice a shift in your sleep. The heaviness will lift, the fog will dissipate, and the strange delays will vanish. I never intended for you to thrive amidst sabotage, and make no mistake, she is not just harming you, she is interfering with my divine plan. This is why this message had to be delivered. You keep giving her the benefit of the doubt, but doubt is not protection, obedience is. She has recently conspired with someone about you, laughing and exchanging ideas, believing you are vulnerable and will trust her unconditionally. But what they do not realize is that you are mine, and I will not allow my chosen ones to be misled indefinitely. This is your alarm. Do not hit snooze. In the next 2 days, there will be a moment when she reveals her true nature. It may be subtle, disguised, but your spirit will recognize it. It will feel like tension, a deep sense of wrongness. Do not ignore it. Do not spiritualize it away. Do not tell yourself, maybe it's just me. It is not just you, it is me warning you. You may feel tempted to confront her in anger, but do not speak with authority fueled by rage. You do not need to prove anything or explain yourself. Simply walk away, set the boundary, and reclaim your atmosphere. If you keep her around out of guilt, you will suffer. If you allow her to remain for comfort, you will lose your clarity. If you ignore this warning, you will delay your promise. I understand this is not what you anticipated. I know it hurts. I know you trusted her. I know you believed in her. I know you thought her presence was harmless. But darkness rarely announces itself. It hides behind familiar faces, wearing friendly masks. I do not look at masks. I look at the fruit, and her fruit is rotten. I am not judging her. I am protecting you. There are people waiting for your obedience, blessings waiting for your courage, and promises on hold until you cleanse your atmosphere. You cannot enter a throne room while carrying a snake in your pocket. I am not asking for perfection. I am asking for separation. This woman in red will attempt to return. She will shift blame, accuse others, and play the victim. But remain silent. I will reveal everything in due time. You do not need to defend your actions. I will speak for you, vindicate you, and silence every lie. But you must act now. Michael stands at your door, sword drawn, watching, waiting, and protecting. He has fought for you when you were unaware of the war. Now, you must fight with your choices. You must say no, close the door, and choose peace over familiarity, obedience over fear. Tonight, you will feel the tension again. That is your cue, your sign. She may appear perhaps in thought, conversation, or a message. Do not respond emotionally, respond spiritually. This is war, but it is already won. Your only task is to obey. I will not fail you, I will not abandon you. I will replace what you lose and restore what you release. I will pour fresh favor, fresh connections, and fresh opportunities into your hands, but your hands must be empty first. Let go of what I did not send, of who I did not assign, and of what appears right but feels wrong. This message is meant for you. That is why it found you, stirred something deep within you, and resonated with your spirit. Do not attempt to skip this. Do not wait for confirmation. This is your confirmation, and I, the Lord your God, have spoken. This is not coincidence. This is not imagination. This is not paranoia. This is divine exposure. You were not meant to encounter this message by accident. You were led here because danger lurks behind beauty, destruction hides behind charm, and betrayal conceals itself behind soft words and painted lips. If you ignore this, you will not only forfeit a blessing, you will lose something irreplaceable. Archangel Michael warns, you have less time than you think. This woman in red is more dangerous than you can fathom, and she is closer than your shadow. She has been strategically positioned and protected by forces not of heaven. God has observed her circling you like a lion stalking its prey. She smiles, but her soul has signed a pact that does not belong to God. She touches your belongings, your emotions, and listens when you are vulnerable, but you do not realize she has committed to destroy and not just to harm, but to obliterate your spirit, peace, and destiny. There was a moment when she could have chosen to leave you in peace, but she did not. She opted for the pact, choosing to smile in your presence while concealing a dagger behind her back. You may think you know who she is, or you may be completely unaware. God says that is what makes her so perilous. You are not looking for an enemy in her. You are too distracted by what she offers on the surface: help, laughter, comfort, support. But there is a price attached. She is connected to a force sent to delay you, and that force has been hiding behind the guise of someone you believed was sent by God. This is not God's plan. She has made herself appear to be the answer to your loneliness, the remedy for your wounds, the solution to your fears. But when you are alone, God sees her true actions. When you sleep, God hears her whispers. When you leave the room, God observes how she manipulates your name in private and tosses your words into strange hands. There was a time you prayed for protection without knowing what God was shielding you from. That time is now. This message, these words, these warnings are your protection. Archangel Michael declares that the countdown has begun, and what transpires in the next 48 hours hinges on whether you heed this warning or ignore it once more. The pact she forged was not for wealth or fame. It was far worse. It was to annihilate everything associated with your name, because she envies your calling, your light, and the love people bestow upon you. Instead of choosing healing, she opted for hatred. Instead of turning to God, she embraced shadows, binding herself to spirits that do not rest until they pull down what is rising. You have no idea how many times she has spoken your name to others behind your back, how many screenshots she has taken, or how many stories she has twisted. She is the reason that man ghosted you. She is the reason that door remained closed. She is the reason that opportunity was delayed. Yet, she continues to smile as if she has done nothing wrong. God says, do not be deceived by red lips and red clothing. In the spirit, she is clothed in destructive fire, not holy fiery, the kind that leaves ashes, the kind that laughs while you bleed. If you do not act now, you will find yourself trying to rebuild what she came to burn. This message is a rescue. It is not random. You are being warned because God still sees a way out. You have a window, but it is not wide. You must remove her access to your space, your plans, and your thoughts. She no longer deserves to know your prayers or your goals. She is reporting your progress to forces that wish to paralyze you. Even as you read this, she may sense your shift. She may reach out to you, call you, or offer something. God says, do not fall for the performance. This woman is not who she claims to be. She is not as weak as she pretends. She is not as kind as she wants you to believe. She is a performer trained in manipulation. Type Amen to receive your blessing. She has spoken curses over you, and not with candles and chants, but with casual words laced with laughter, sarcasm, and subtle bitterness. Every time she said, "You're always unlucky," or "You never get anything," or "Nobody stays with you," those were not just words, they were arrows, a poison-tipped arrows. You allowed her too close for too long, and the poison began to manifest in the delays you could not explain, the anxiety you could not pray away, and the doors that remain shut. God says, you are under friendly fire. You are not crazy, you are not being harsh, you are being warned. The most dangerous enemies are those who carry your secrets, and she knows too much. She was not sent to uplift you, she was sent to monitor and report. If you do not silence her access, she will continue to masquerade as a friend while operating as an agent. Her words have reached people she never disclosed to you. Your personal life has been exposed to individuals you have never met. She is not loyal to you, she is loyal to the spirit that forged the pact, and that spirit is not satisfied until you are isolated, embarrassed, and emotionally destroyed. You were not meant to carry her into your next season. She cannot follow you into your next blessing. She is already attempting to sow confusion, to obstruct your relocation, block your relationships, and interfere with your restoration. God says, do not allow pity to imprison you. Do not let history hold you hostage. This is not about how long you have known her, it is about how much longer you can endure the sabotage. Type Amen to receive your rescue. You will soon see the truth. If you do not act, she will do something that will finally make you question her, but by then, the damage will be done. God is trying to spare you the pain by granting you this knowledge now. Do not ignore the signs any longer. The times she acted strangely, the moments she seemed overly interested in matters that did not concern her, the way she always asked, "So, what are you planning next?" God says those were not innocent inquiries, they were data collection. You were never meant to remain this close to someone so perilous. You are not their assignment, you are not their sacrifice, you are a child of God. Archangel Michael has been watching over you, fighting the silent battles you were unaware of. That strange dream you had, that whisper in the night, that urge to stop trusting here. Those were not figments of your imagination, they were divine protection guiding you away before she completes what she started. This woman in red is not merely one individual, she embodies the Jezebel spirit. Where she treads, hope dies, confidence wanes, and opportunities vanish. She will offer you a deal, she will attempt to reconnect, she will feign hurt. God says, do not fall for the performance. Her tears are rehearsed, her words are scripted. This is not repentance, it is strategy. Do not reopen the door that God is closing for your deliverance. She has been exposed, and this message serves as her revelation. It is meant for you because you are loved, valuable, and chosen. The enemy is furious that you are on the verge of rising. She was sent to halt your ascent, but God declares that her contract is broken if you obey now. Her pact holds no power once you disconnect. However, if you delay, you grant her more time to rearrange her traps. Type Amen to receive your escape route. The coming days will unveil the truth. Someone will mention her name, and a light will dawn upon you. A conversation will echo in your memory, and everything will click into place. That joke she made about your loss, that peculiar look she gave when you succeeded, that unnecessary question about your relationship, those were signs. She is not harmless, and now that you have been shown the truth, you must act. Do not wait for further confirmation, this is your confirmation. God says this message is your angelic signal. You are not alone, you are not defenseless, but you must act swiftly. Your next level hinges on who you leave behind. If you continue to carry the enemy, you will keep stumbling over betrayals. If you persist in ignoring the warnings, you will continue to attract warfare. This is your final warning. She has forged a pact to destroy, and if you grant her one more chance, she will use it to inflict irreversible damage. She may smile, but behind that smile lies strategy. Behind her laughter is a plot. Behind her kindness is control, and behind her words is a spirit not of heaven. God says the separation may be painful, but what you are being saved from is far worse. This message is not meant to frighten you, it is meant to prepare you. This is your exit door, do not wait for her to slam it in your face. Type Amen to close every demonic door she has opened.